Welcome. This is a quick introduction on 5 new features on dracopower.com. If you watch a video, you can open here this tab. We installed quick access with the timestamp. By clicking on it, you will be landed on the individual feature on this video. For example, here, feature 2, feature 3, feature 4. Have fun.
Feature number 1, share of applied filters by URL. Number 1, when your customer is asking you for support to find the right DC-DC converter or AC-DC power supply, you might do the search for him on dracopower.com. What you do is you go on the product finder to the parametric search. Let's make an example. So here's the example. Let's say you want you chose for him this DC-DC converter with those parameters. Now, until now, what most of people did is they took a print screen of that particular part and another print screen of the actual search result and send it both print screens to the client. Now this works much easier since now all the selected parameters or selected filters are now stored in the URL. So what you can do now is click on the URL, copy, go to your email or whatsoever, and then share exactly the same link with your customer. And he or she will then be transferred to the exact same landing page with the selected filters. Please be informed that we have an automatic redirect from wherever you access the website. So if you copy the link, let's say from Dracopower International, but a Swiss client opens or a German client opens the website from Switzerland or Germany, then the URL will be automatically adapted to his or her language. Feature number 2, the search results are too narrow. So let's take the example from before. With those filter settings you've just done, all series are shown which contain a models which fulfill exactly those set filters. Now that's okay. On the other hand, it might be possible that an other product, for example, within the series, has almost the same parameters, but is much better available. So what we want to have is to show those models as well. Now, if you click on Show Models, you see then first bluely highlighted with that little green tick, like all the models which fulfill exactly the criteria, and below you see all the models which don't fulfill completely all criteria. However, they are part of the same series, meaning they might be one of the parameters might be a little out of that range. However, that might fulfill the customer's requirement too. Feature number 3. Let's take for as an example, you choose an open frame AC/DC power supply. Let's go for those ones, an open frame one. Now, as you know, in this overview of the categories, we have added that little pinning icon for a very quick overview of the pinnings, as this graphic is most often asked for, exactly this graphic, to have very quickly an overview over the pinning. But now, exactly in this case, what do we do if there is a model like the TPP15AD, which has 2 drawings for in this case, one without heatsink and the other one then with heatsink. The question to this is quite simple. We show both. So newly we added those arrows. If there are two drawings, two pinning drawings, then we add, or more, then we add them both. So you see here one with heatsink and then one without heatsink. Feature number 4, accessories and functional modules. We have added cross-references for accessories and functional models. Let's take as an example the TSB, thin rail power supply units. So you see it either on the series page, but also on the model page. Let's take, for example, this one. What do you see here? We have a new button, compatible functional modules. You click on that, then on the bottom you see the compatible function modules on the bottom. Below you see compatible accessories which are available. The accessories can then download the datasheet directly from here or buy it online from here, since we don't have a landing page for those accessories. For the functional models, we actually have a landing page, so you can click on find out more. Then you see this compatible module. In this case, here again, it's the same function, but just vice versa. The compatible power supplies, you click on that, then you see all the compatible power supplies on the bottom. Below that, there's also the compatible accessory function which you can use. Feature number 5 is the compare function. It's actually not a new feature, it's an old feature, however, very useful and very powerful. Let's go back again to the product selection we've made at the beginning. And then here you see the product, the search results. Now you have, in this case, 4 models, or actually 4 series, which plus minus have very similar specifications. Now, how can you differentiate one from each other in a very quick way? What you can do is click on Show Models, and then add certain models to the compare basket. For example, you take this one. You want to know the difference between this. On the first glimpse, you see it's 6 watt power, input range 4.5 to 9 volt DC, and output plus minus 5 volt DC. Now, the one above, you look at that, and on the first glimpse, you see this exactly similar. And then, for example, you open a other series, then you see more models with exactly the same parameters. So you add them to the compare button as well, to the compare basket as well. You see here 4 out of 8 are in the compare basket. You click on that. And then you see the comparison in a tabella of the selected models, very well structured. And on a first glimpse, you see what is difference between those models.